distinguished representatives of media, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, once again, I would like to cordially welcome Honorable Prime Minister of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, His Excellency Imran Khan, to Tajikistan. Is everything fine? And I extend my gratitude to His Excellency for paying an official visit to Tajikistan. Our negotiations, as a tradition, were conducted in an atmosphere of full understanding and trust. And the Tajik side is very pleased with the outcomes of the high-level negotiations. Today we had successful meetings, and we have also signed a new package of documents as a result of these negotiations. We are very pleased with the constant political ties between our countries, including at high level. During the negotiations, the parties have focused on the further strengthening of trade and investment cooperation as one of the main objectives of the parties on a mutual basis. In this process, the Intergovernmental Commission on Trade, Economic, as well as scientific and technical cooperation plays an important role. We also have particularly attached an importance to strengthening of investment in different areas of our economies. At the same time, we also focused on the need for increasing the trade between our countries. We also expressed our commitment to expand our cooperation in the area of transport, particularly in ensuring Tajikistan's connectivity and its access to Gwadar and Karachi ports of Pakistan. In this regard, Tajikistan is interested in getting connected with the regional transport corridors. The strengthening of cooperation in industry was also found to be important, and we have highlighted that we would also give an impetus to our strategic partnership in counteraction to terrorism, extremism, illicit drugs trafficking, transnational organized crime. And while discussing the current situation in the region, the case of Afghanistan was at the heart of our discussions. The current state in this country is really concerning, and we, neighboring countries of Afghanistan, are in favor of the establishment of peace and stability in this country first and foremost. And we also pay a special attention to the economic revival of Afghanistan. We believe that the normalization of the situation in Afghanistan as a country connecting the transport corridors at the regional and international level particularly is important for the neighboring countries. In this regard, we also expressed our hope that peace and stability in this neighboring country should be established at the earliest possible by taking into account the political interests of all parties, including ethnic groups. We are in favor of inclusive peace and stability in this country with engagement of all groups. And we also emphasized that the inclusive government should include Tajiks and other ethnic groups. They need to have their decent seat. And we also made sure that the peace in Afghanistan can be established only through the negotiations and inclusive government, and ending conflict and misunderstanding and a very difficult situation in Panjshir Valley through the end of fire, cease of fire, and opening of doors or corridors for humanitarian aid by international organizations, including the UN agencies and International Committee for Red Crescent. as well as other international humanitarian agencies, would be among the important tasks of both parties. Tajikistan and Pakistan agreed that all efforts would be made by both parties to achieve these goals and objectives. We also agreed that we would make all efforts possible to enable negotiations between Tajiks and Taliban in Dushanbe. And we have 30 years of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Tajikistan and Pakistan next year. With His Excellency Prime Minister Imran Khan, we agreed that we would mark this important day by organizing political and cultural events at high level. It is my great pleasure to give the floor to my brother, Prime Minister of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, my friend, His Excellency Imran Khan. Please, Your Excellency.
President Imam Ali Rahman, first of all, I want to congratulate you for successfully hosting the SCO conference today. Secondly, I want to thank you on behalf of my delegation, the hospitality, the warmth that you have shown us on our visit here. We discussed wide-ranging subjects relating to trade between the two countries, the connectivity, the shortest route from Tajikistan to the Indian Ocean to the sea is through Pakistan. So we discussed that and how we can mutually benefit from trade, whether it's textiles or it is pharmaceuticals, tourism. But today the most important subject and what concerns our two countries most of all is Afghanistan. And as Mr. President, you quite rightly said, that it is extremely important not just for Tajikistan and Pakistan that there's peace in Afghanistan, but especially for the long-suffering people of Afghanistan. For 40 years, there has been conflict in the country, and it has caused immense suffering for the people there. So we discussed how, given the current situation, how we can ensure or try our best that there is peace and stability in the future.